Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Thank you. Let's take our seats. What's going to be an exciting morning here today. So I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you and thank you once again for accepting this invitation for another legendary, iconic experience of the WRC Safari Rally. Can you give yourselves a big, warm round of applause? Now, we've been working around the clock to get this whole event up and going. And ladies and gentlemen, it's a very great opportunity once again. WRC 2025 Safari Rally is back, and we're here for the official launch of this. Sports Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Salim Mvurya, karibu sana to the world of running. I know this is a different type of cup of tea, but definitely umeona mambo vile iko. Karibu sana. I'd also like to welcome the State Department for be joining us, and he'll be joining us in a short while. And also to welcome a man who's been, I don't know if he's having a good night's sleep, depending on the amount of work he's doing and his entry and his outtray. Can we give a big round of applause to the CEO of the WRC Safari Rally Kenya, Bwana Charles Gasheru? It's good to see you here. And also we have a center, and we have a very interesting story to share with you here this morning. Now today we're not just talking about racing, we're talking about passion, we're talking about power and progress. You know, in motorsports, and we are about to take it to another level. Now 2025, the race or the road begins here, and we're ready to buckle up and for some exciting moments. We are also here to celebrate individuals who are passionate about motorsports, and I'd like them to stand as I call them out. I'd like to welcome our newest in the family of KCB Rally drivers, Tinashe Gatimu, karibu sana. We have the team of navigator to Africa Rally Champion, he himself also an Africa Rally Champion, together with Karan Patel. He's not able to be with us here, but Tosif will be doing that. And of course, the team of Nikhil Sachania and Deep Patel. Please, wave to the crowd. So, at this moment, allow me to bring your attention to this amazing screen up here. And hold on tight. Let's take a look at the thrills and the adrenaline and the triumphs of the 2024 WRC Safari Rally. Let's relive these unforgettable moments. Karibuni sana.
The 2024 World Rally Championship made a roaring return to the Kenyan leg of the series, promising more grueling and entertaining man versus machine duels. The WRC Safari Rally has since its return to Kenya offered unrivaled motorsports thrill, attracting tens of competitors, thousands of spectators, and opened up the country to a global audience of millions. This year's event returned to the traditional Easter weekend, setting the stage for a thrilling, fun-filled family outing. Building from the success of 2023, the four-day event this year attracted 20 local drivers as well as over 25 international drivers. The fight for the titles of driver and manufacturer was on. Who will emerge winner?
We pride ourselves to be the anchor actually party to be able to bring WRC back.
We have in 2024 injected 194 million. 100 million goes towards a sponsorship, and the rest has helped us support 2 of our drivers. But in addition to that, we have driven a lot of commercialization leading up to the 2024 WRC.
The rally event took place between March 28th and the 31st, 4 days of action that also showcased Kenya's beauty and excitement of rallying to the world. The championship promised nothing short of an exhilarating showcase of speed, skill, and adrenaline-fueled action, and it did not disappoint.
Excited. Awesome. A lot of fun.
Enjoyed it.
Excellent experience.
At the shakedown stage, fans were treated to breathtaking moments as the rally teams made full speed tests of the car's performance as well as make final setups. Following the official flag-off, the teams headed towards the first competitive action at the Kasarani Super Special stage. The stage set the tone for the rest of the rally, with man and machine pushing their limits to secure an early advantage. And teams battled it out across various stages through Soisambu, Elementaita, Sleeping Warrior, Malewa, and Hell's Gate. Each location presented its own unique set of obstacles, pushing the driver, skills, and endurance to the limits. To ensure the rally fans had the opportunity to fully experience and embrace the thrill. The den provided access to services such as food and beverage, the KCB shop, and much more as they experienced the rally spectacle. Hosting a successful event requires solid partnerships. KCB aligned with various like-minded corporate partners, all with the aim to drive positive change and making a memorable, lasting impact. For KCB, it was not only about the rally, but also investing in various customer engagement campaigns and brand activations. For a better experience and to enhance transactional processes between vendors and customers, KCB rolled out a cashless payment system. Throughout the Rally Championship calendar, KCB stepped up its sustainability efforts through proper waste management and tree planting programs. Super Sunday saw the finish point with Kalero Venpera emerging as the 2-time winner of the grueling WRC Safari Rally.
This is yet another moment in history when we are witnessing the only rallying event in the continent.
KCB prides itself for bringing back the WRC Safari Rally Championship to Kenya.
You can be sure we will be there next year.
See Kenya at its best, the WRC Safari Rally.
All right, makofi kubwa ya KCB. The financial aspect, it's about motorsport. And talking about the KCB Group family, it's a very big family. And I'm honored actually to be informed we have other guests who've joined us here who I must acknowledge. Can I see if I just call out your representative in your spot, please stand and wave. I understand we have representatives from the KCB football team. Mko wapi? KCB football team ndio hao wako nasi. This ecosystem is amazing and is very huge. Volleyball team, the KCB volleyball team wako hapa nasi pia. And also the KCB rugby team, they've got their representatives here with us. There you go, well done. Welcome guys. So this juncture, I'd put it as a special moment for all of us to acknowledge this amazing, big, very busy, very forward-looking KCB family group. And they're led by a very great gentleman who's passionate about this sport. Please help me in welcoming the group CEO KCB, Bwana Paul Russo. Tafadhali unaweza simama wakuone, wale ambao hawajai kuona, uwasalimie kwa hewa tafadhali. Asante sana. Prize of owning a home courtesy of the partnership with Centum that is in Vipingo. But I'm sure Rosalind will give us that more information as she comes to the stage. But for right now, let's have a look at this video on the screen.
Are we ready to win? It's the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Everyone wins. Go, go, go! Scorpies won! And win big with the WRC Safari Rally 2025. Open or deposit into a KCB Gold Savings account and stand a chance to win. Revisha and feel the roar.
Thank you so much, Eddie. Good morning, everyone. We are back yet again. You know, Eddie, when I see you, I know things are going to get hectic. And we're going to run this journey. But looking at 2024, I am confident. And the group CEO assured us we'll be back, and we are surely back. So good to see you once again as we start off this journey. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to acknowledge Honorable Salim Mvuria, our CS, Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports. I would like to acknowledge Engineer Peter Toom, the PS State Department for Sports. Thank you once again for joining us. I would like to acknowledge the presence of our group CEO, Mr. Paul Russo. I also want to acknowledge our host, the Managing Director of Kenya, Anastasia Kimtai. I want to acknowledge a man who needs no introduction, the Safari Rally CEO, Charles Gasheru, who could otherwise be an employee of KCB. He knows these corridors very well. I want to acknowledge the WRC Safari Rally officials present. Mina, I see you. Good to see you again. Government and county officials present. Our partners, Centum, led by the Group CEO, Mr. James Moria. I see you're here. I also see other members of your team, Karibuni Sana, and thank you for what you have done. KCB colleagues who are present. In a very special way, the men and women of the hour, our drivers, our navigators, good to see you. Evans, thank you for coming back to the scene after a hiatus of a year. Rally fans, and I know we are many, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, good morning once again. I am excited to have you all here today as we unveil another momentous event as KCB reaffirms its commitment towards motorsports in our nation of Kenya. Allow me in a very special way again to acknowledge the presence of the CS, acknowledge the presence once again of the PS, and all the members of the rallying fraternity I have mentioned before. We are truly honored that you are here and you have honored this invitation. My role is to welcome you all to the famous landmark of KenCom. When we talk about KenCom, we cannot help but say the famous meeting point. Everyone here has a memory of KenCom, where you are intending to meet someone or waiting at the phone booth to make a call to find out where the person that you're supposed to be meeting is. But for us, it is the heartbeat of KCB. It is where we are headquarters. It is deeply rooted in our heritage. And for that, even as we unveil WRC, I think we are embedded deeply in heritage. Heritage for the sport, but also heritage where KCB is headquartered. At KCB, we are extremely proud to be part of a historic story of Kenya's sports prowess, drawing back to the years of investments that we have made in sports sponsorships. This has gone a long way in building the brand to become what we say internally, the undisputed powerhouse of the region. From audience reach, fan affinity, engagement opportunities, and business development that has been showcased in the video that we have watched, we are here to build a brand that has a rich history in the DNA of this region, and importantly, in the communities where we serve. For the young and old amongst us, the Safari Rally has been a spectacle to behold. And yet again, for the 4th edition, we are here to unveil the 2025 WRC edition. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here again as we prepare to set stage for one of the most thrilling events in the motorsport calendar, which will be here with us in just another month. It's a platform for us to engage in line with our brand purpose, for people for better. And we look forward to hosting fans in Nakuru County, as well as those who will be following us online as we see
Rosalind, asante sana. Thank you very much. And I'd like also to say something that is quite important in this journey. KCB has created a legacy, and this legacy is one of many, many things. And I'm glad that once again, every year we come, these few months or 2 months, a month before the start of the safari, so that we can sort of take stock of what's Now we move on to the next part of it. I think just whisper to your friend loudly, if you can whisper loudly. Umerevisha na KCB. Muulize tu. Umerevisha na KCB. Yeah, I just wanted to do that so that we can talk to each other also. I think munaangalia huku sana. Mujuane pia. All right, you can feel the rush already coming out. Are you feeling it? We are building up to it correctly? Fantastic. Now, the WRC Safari Rally is the ultimate test of skill and speed. And it's a spectacle, like you all know, like no other. And we are about to make it even bigger than ever before. Take a look at what's in store for the year ahead before I invite our next speaker.
Awards from the FIA, great success due to the very good preparation of the spectator zones with great hospitality. Best of the WRC.
So this is the KCB tent for their corporate customers. End of the rally, really. Hands Gate was great. Final day. It's been a great experience. We are tired. TV's off. Tukojua maslepini. It's been fantastic. It's been a fantastic day. This space ahead of us is where the public could sort of chill during the day and enjoy some music and generally enjoy themselves. Unbelievable space. Again, free of charge to the public, and now people are watching some football. Unbelievable setup. First time again at Hell's Gate. So this is fantastic. Again, free of charge for the public. The public could come here, watch the rally on the screens, and again, shelter from the sun, buy some food. A wonderful experience for the communities, a wonderful experience for the public for the first time at the WRC Safari Rally.
Did you see that experience? For those who've never attended the hospitality space during the KCB Safari Rally, that's the insight, and that's what you miss when you don't show up. So definitely this year is an opportunity for you to come and really experience KCB at the Safari Rally. Now, without much further ado, please help me in welcoming to the stage the CEO of Safari Rally Kenya, Charles Gashero. His vision and dedication are taking this iconic event to greater heights. Please welcome and tell us what it is in for us this year. Karibu sana. Please, a round of applause for Charles Gashero.
Thank you very much, Eddie. Asante, Eddie. It's always nice to see you. The Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, the Honorable Salim Vuria. Which one do you want me to use? It's okay. Our Principal Secretary, State Department for Sports, Engineer Peter Toom, who is my boss. The representative from the County of Nairobi, if they have arrived. Mr. Paul Russo, our host today, Group CEO, KCB. Madam Anastasia Kimtai, the Managing Director, KCB Kenya. From the KMSF, Mr. Maina Muturi, asante sana for coming. Our rally drivers, the media, guests. Good morning. I've deliberately left out James Moria because he's not a sponsor of the rally. But if he becomes a sponsor of the rally, then I will acknowledge him. But for now, my acknowledgements are paid in cash. I would like to also recognize any members of the guys who work with me in the office, the secretariat. I think Norris is here. Norris really is the one who is the guy who is really doing the job in the field as I struggle in the office. Kiro is here, who is in charge of security. Moshiri runs the service park. Stella is our event secretary. I keep getting it wrong, but she does all the documentation. She keeps us in check to ensure that we're getting all the deadlines correct. George Mwangi is the clerk, of course, in 2025. So there is no doubt George Mwangi is running the rally in 2025. So I just wanted to emphasize that. Some people doubt it, but George Mwangi is running the rally in 2025. Is there anybody else here from the secretariat? Those are members of the oversight team. They will be introduced by the PS. So we have members of the oversight team, Safina Khan, committee from the Ministry of Tourism, Karibuni. Good morning. It's an honor to be here today. I have a speech. That video was AI, by the way. I can't remember that video being taken at the rally at Hell's Gate. But one thing we did in 2024, and we're going to do even better in 2025, is to really turn to the public, to ensure that the public have a fantastic time at the Safari Rally. 2-3 years ago, KCB moved their corporate tent to the public, and they welcomed the public to what is called the Den. And it is something that we then at Safari Rally said, we are going to join that, we are going to support that. And I'm going all over the place here, but in 2025, the prize-giving ceremony at Hell's Gate is actually going to be literally next to the KCB tent, at where all the public can witness the prize giving. 2025 is all about the spectators. For people, for better. That is what we are going to be about. We want the public to get as close to the action as possible, but to still keep them safe. Now let me go to the speech now. KCB has supported motorsport in one way or another for over 20 years. And we are saying that KCB in that time has probably injected, in my estimate, over 2 billion shillings in this sport. In the last 5 years, Rosalind, you actually said 4. This is the 5th year. It's 2021 to 2025. KCB has put into the rally 500 million directly, making them only second to the government of Kenya. Over and above that, KCB supports the rally by advertisement, giving us other support on the ground, security, and the environment. We work with KCB in sustainability as well. So it is easily way above that 2 billion shillings that I've mentioned. In 2021, when Safari Rally came back, KCB came back to support us, and they've been here till today. Bwana Waziri, the Safari Rally was first staged in 1953. But KCB has been here since 1896. In fact, I think the first branch was in Government Square in Mombasa. Maybe the next rally we need to go and flag it off. Or the next KNRC, as Mwanaruso was saying earlier, should be outside that branch. I think it's called Government Square in Mombasa. What is it called? Treasury Square. We should rename it Government Square. KCB has been there since 1896. And I was saying earlier, you know, KCB, I think last year, 9 months was 49% increase in after-tax profit. It's making you guys the biggest bank on the African continent, probably. I am just trying to get more money from you. This partnership with KCB has been instrumental in making the Safari Rally a world-class event, contributing to Kenya's identity as a motorsport destination, as a sporting destination. The impact we have in Naivasha, in Gilgil, in Nakuru, in Nairobi, at the port of Mombasa where all our containers come through, at the airport is immense, and it would not be possible without KCB. We get over 200 million television viewers across the globe to watch this rally, and we also give the TV feed locally to our television stations so that Kenyans who cannot come to Naivasha can also follow us. This partnership has allowed Kenyans to experience the thrill of the rally. It has transformed this rally into a national celebration, and this collaboration is felt across the country. We were in Kigali, Rwanda with some of the drivers, courtesy of KCB. We were in Burundi, again, courtesy of KCB. And this year as well, we are going to welcome to the Safari Rally East African drivers, and we are going to work with this organization because it is an East African organization. KCB is the biggest bank in our region here. When we appointed our officials, some people asked us, why are you appointing East Africans to officiate at the Safari Rally? At the beginning of this ceremony, we just sang the East African anthem. So I mean, what question was that? I'm answering some people from the podium. Looking ahead, the clear goal is to continue making this event even better, to address the government's agenda of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, to ensure that we are working with Nakuru County, Nairobi County, in our vendors on the ground, to ensure that we are leaving an impact and a footprint in Naivasha, in Gilgil, in Nairobi, where we work. And again, that goes along with KCB's mantra of for people, for better. That is what we want to do with this rally. I'll just give a snippet of the rally in 2025. The rally is going to be held from the 20th to the 23rd of March. We are going to flag off here in Nairobi before we move down to Naivasha. We have 2 brand new stages at Camp Moran and also at the Mzabibu stage at Morandat. We are running 4 stages in reverse: Kasarani, Loldia, Elementaita, and Soisambu. I would like to welcome each one of you to the Safari Rally this year. For those who cannot join us in Naivasha physically, please do watch us on television. And thank you so much to KCB for supporting us. I heard they are members of KCB football team. We will meet you in Machakos on Saturday. Thank you so much, MC. Asante sana.
WRC Safari Rally Kenya CEO Charles Gasheru, once again, please give him a round of applause. Always insightful, always jolly, but I can imagine the workload on this gentleman's shoulders is not a joke. But as you saw, he's got an amazing team that he's leading, and it's good to see all of you here. Very familiar faces, some of you, of course, being experienced rally drivers, navigators, but of course, wearing different hats. Can we give another round of applause to the team that Charles Gasheru is leading? Okay, now, as I'd mentioned to you earlier, we have the drivers who are going to be the beneficiaries of, once again, KCB's sponsorship. And we do have them here with us here today. We're now turning the spotlight to them. And these drivers are just not competitors. These are heroes of the sport. And here is an inside look at the incredible KCB-sponsored drivers who will be pushing the limits in this year's 2025 WRC Safari Rally.
My name is Karan Patel. I'm a professional rally driver.
My name is Sinasha Gatimu. I'm currently 20 years old and I am a motorsports rally driver.
I'm Evans Kavisi. I'm an architect and a rally driver.
My name is Nikhil Sichanya. I'm a paraplegic rally driver for KCB Rally Team.
In my riding career, my proudest moment would possibly be being a 2-time Africa Rally champion, being a Kenya National Rally champion.
So my journey begins a very long time ago, actually. My parents, both mom and dad, they used to bring my sister and I along for every event. And I actually wasn't very interested in the sport until about 2022, when I was 17 years old, when I decided to try getting into a car. So I started with in a buggy. and then moved on to our Toyota Levin, and currently I'm driving the Subaru Impreza GC.
Well, I got the passion when I was very, very young. A series of events that made me aware of this world, of the world of motorsport. And since then, I only had one obsession, and it became the main goal. Joined quite a number of teams at my early age to do the silliest of works that was available, anything that, got me close to a rally car.
Well, what inspired me to start rallying was more on the lines of my father. He used to be a rally driver, so I've always had that urge to drive.
You're always trying to push the limit in terms of speed and what the machine can do, and probably what your body can take. And once in a while you have moments where your body and the car don't really go together.
I would have and could have lost my right arm in Tanzania, of which I'm very thankful, and I did a big sacrifice for coming out of that accident unscathed.
Last year, but one after WRC, there was an autocross. I was driving the Toyota Levin. Then during heat 1, I came in a bit too fast in one of the corners. I clipped the bank with my rear left, and then I rolled 3 times. So in the moment, I was kind of annoyed with myself because I knew this mistake I had made.
Last year during the safari, where we had the big roll, we wrote off the car. Luckily, we didn't sustain any major injuries. It was a heartbreaking moment because that car had served us very well. About 7 years we drove that car.
The sport is very draining, both in terms of resources of time and finances.
We have a reduced burden now that we have KCB Group on board. KCB Bank has been a partner with us for the longest time. And it doesn't stop here in Kenya, because when we go out to the other countries, Uganda, we have the support. In Rwanda, we have the support of BPR Bank. In Tanzania, we have the support.
Joining the KCB family with such an array of experienced rally drivers is amazing.
Without their support, a lot of the WRCs, without them, I don't think I would have been able to take part in the main championship event.
Okay, please, another round of applause for these 4 amazing rally drivers that will be flying. Please give them that round of applause, please. So, I've been told we have some gifts that we'd like to give away. So this simple question, if you're a KCB employee, pole sana, hata kama unajua, we will ignore you. So, one of our guests, CEO WRC Safari Rally Kenya, mentioned something very interesting. Maybe some of you did not know. For those who are listening keenly, he mentioned something about the history of KCB. Which year did KCB first begin its operations? Which year? To make it even tougher, which month? Mutasema tu iwatoke. Najua mnajua. So somebody has got those 2 answers. So I'll start off with the year first. Who knows the year? It has to be somebody who does not work. Na utabidi utoe your job ID. Let me see. Unapiga binja tu hapa na. Oh yeah. Haya, utajiintroduce, utuambie wewe ni nani? Unafanya kazi wapi? Kama ni KCB, pole. So the question is, which year did KCB begin its first, when it started operating?
My name is Julio. I'm representing KCB at the rally, blind car reviewer. KCB started in 1896, July.
Hiya. Well done. You got both answers. So Sam, of course, has a gift for you, and he'll bring it to you. Please give him a round of applause. Once again, the name again is?
Julio.
Julio, please, let's just stand up so that they can see. If you've not seen his amazing videos on social media, he's the blind car reviewer. Anaweza shika tu gari yako ajue ni type gani. But well done. Thank you so much. Sorry? Ati mulete za macho. Sijui Rosaline mko na za macho? Mpigieni makofi tena tafadhali Julio. Julio, get yourself a nice KCB shirt. Na nitaomba uongezewe kofia. Sasa mtamuongea amepata zote mbili. Well done guys, asante sana. We will be back. But right now, let's turn the spotlights to our rally drivers, and they're here with us. As I name you, please come to the stage. And I'll begin with the ARC defending champions. They're looking to make it their third time this year, and that is Bwana Tausif Khan representing himself, and of course Karan Patel, who is not here with us. Please give him a round of applause as he comes to the stage. Being an African rally champion is not a joke, so definitely it's an honor that we have a Kenyan in that slot. All right, well done. Up next, former motorsports personality of the year, and also very conversant with this amazing sport, making a name for himself, the one and only Nikhil Sachania, together with his navigator, Deep Patel. Please apigeni makofi. Nikhil Sachania is also a former Group N champion, has a lot and an amazing story he has shared. Welcome Deep, welcome Nikhil. And also a man who could not stay too long away from motorsports. He's back in the fold in the KCB family. Please put your hands together for Evans Kavisi and Absalom Aswani. Tutapata to Evans. And then the newest entry, a lady or a team that has made history in its own way. She is Tinashe Gatemo, who is the newest entry to the KCB Rally family. She took part together with her mom, Caroline Gatemo. And listen to this. They entered 2023 Safari Rally and completed. They entered 2024 Safari Rally and they completed. Caroline, uko hapa? Mama? Ndio yule pale. That's Caroline, the first ever and I think the only daughter-mother rally team in Africa. If in Africa, it's something to celebrate, isn't it? Well done. So, gents and lady, karibuni sana. This is a session that we would like to have a conversation about this amazing journey that you've had. And I'd like to open this conversation with one question that each one of you has to answer. And the question is, how do you feel to be one of KCB's racing team drivers for this year's 2025 WRC Safari Rally? I'll start off further to the right there, Evans.
Hi.
Tech team.
Give me
Yeah. Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah. So, how do you feel about being back in the fold? You missed out last year. I think for very good reasons. I mean, in terms of just stepping back and just getting yourself ready. And here you are back, and we are very happy to see you. How do you feel to be back?
Very, very privileged. It's very, very good to be back. It takes a lot on us individually and teams to put together a car and a team that could actually work through the safari. So every year I don't want to call it a struggle, but it is a struggle for these people that you see here every year to put those cars together for just one event. It's basically almost preparing that car for a whole year for only 3 days use. So we are very, very privileged to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Evans Gavisi. Aya, next, Deep. Navigator to Nikhil.
For me, it's proud and honored. KCB has been a great part of our team and our life now. And yeah, just proud and honored.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Deep. Bwana Nikhil, good to see you back here, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's a real privilege. You know, KCB has been sponsoring us this will be the 5th year. So I think, you know, for them to believe in us and the way we believe in them, yeah, it's truly an honor to be here with their support.
Fantastic, and welcome back. Tausif.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
It's a privilege and it's a big honor to be part of the KCB family. We want to thank them for believing in us, and we hope we deliver what they expect from us this year also.
All right, karibu sana and all the best. Tinashe, I think everybody's here excited to see you here, and it's really an amazing journey that you've had to be part of an amazing team. I know it's not been easy, but seated there, how do you feel to be part of this team and to be part of the KCB official rally team?
It feels amazing beyond what words can explain. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to fly the KCB flag high, to be able to be part of this amazing family of rally drivers and just amazing people.
Fantastic. Precise and to the point. Makofi kwake, tafadhali. Okay, I begin, of course, individual questions right now, and I'll start off with Tosif. We do understand that, of course, Karan is a bit incapacitated. He's not able to be here, but of course, he's definitely here in spirit. And of course, for those who do not know, Karan is the defending champion of the Africa Rally Champion together with Tosif, and it's good to see you here representing the team. So, Tosif, I'd like to ask you, as the Africa Rally Champion, what are your expectations for this year? I mean, you've got an amazing car, and definitely every year presents its own challenges. And I would easily say, as Eddie, that last year was just a run in the park. I might be wrong, I might be right, but what's really planned for this year for you and Karan?
Well, thank you once again. So it's been an amazing journey. The past 2 years, we managed to secure ARC championship. Thanks to KCB for being on board with us. For 2025, our plan is to try and win it for a third time. And thanks to KCB once again for coming on board. So that's our plan, to try and defend the title for a third time. It's not easy. We want to thank Mzee for always being behind the scenes.
Mzee ndio yule pale, tafadhali wakuone.
Without him and the team, Raju and the rest of the team, it's not possible to be where we are. Preparation is the key to success, and they do an amazing job. So thank you to them, thank you to KCB, and yes, we are going to try and defend our title this year once again.
Well done. Makofi kwake tafadhali. All set and ready to defend their WRC, rather the ARC title, and get a hat trick. Yeah. Wishing you all the best. Now, as you said, it's not easy, but we definitely wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Now, I move on to Nikhil. You must have this very bubbly, energetic mood in you, considering you have a new car. You've got the new Ford Fiesta R3. For the first time in the WRC, tell us about the car and your targets for this year.
Yeah, as you saw on the video, we had a crash last year, and KCB, gave us the opportunity to buy a new car. With the support, we managed to go to Rwanda last year and get a podium. So it was a really fun outing, and obviously with the new car, we're in a whole new category for the WRC. So a WRC 3 car. So we're very excited. I think it'll be a very fun event, and we hope to at least get a podium this time round in the WRC.
Have you managed to get some few hours of rally time on the seat or in the car, in terms of just to get it all geared up for the Safari Rally, considering we're just getting into the year?
Yeah, this year we'll probably take the car before the event, obviously, so that we know everything's in order. But last year we did do a good event out in Rwanda, a good 3 days of rallying. So it was good. We got good experience, good seat time. Deep is quite comfortable in the car as well. So, and the team and everyone are very confident in the car as well.
All right, fantastic. Deep Award, just to let us know what it feels like to get ready again for another challenge in the Safari Rally and for the season ahead.
Yes, Eddie. For us, it's preparation. Preparation is when opportunity meets success. So yeah, we're just mentally preparing ourselves, getting the car up to standards, in the sense of making sure everything works, the new clutch mechanism, brake mechanism as well in the car. So yeah, just getting mentally prepared for the next couple of months. It's not far away, so yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Deep. Mr. Kavisi, it's been more than a year. I mean, you've taken time out. And how does it feel to be back? And what have you been doing behind the scenes to get ready? I mean, people sometimes think you get into a rally and just start the car and you go. There's a lot of build-up, not only in the car, but you as a driver. So I'm sure the break must have also helped you to just get things together for this moment.
Yeah, thank you for your question. I needed some time to put my head right, so to speak. Remember why we got into the sport in the first place. This is an extremely emotional sport. They won't tell you that here, but the minute everyone wears a helmet, things change. So, because you commit so much of your time and resources to doing things, you want or expect a certain level of result. So if you don't get anything close to that, or in my case, you get none,
Nick.
you need to go back and recondition your mind. So what have I been doing since then? I tried my hand at golf.
Tennis, volleyball?
No, just golf. I took it up because my daughter had started and I was having too much time while I was waiting for her sessions to end. So in doing it, I started realizing confluences or areas where actually golf and motorsport could meet, mostly in terms of conditioning yourself mentally. And I got deep into it, and I got through it, say, by October or so last year, and I decided I think I'm ready now to go back again, understanding my problems and willing to go through with motorsport once more, but in a calculated manner.
So ulicheza golf ikakutoka?
Haijanitoka.
I think to the GCU, there's a big hint here. Vilemenda Golf, and you know KCB is very big on golf. And by the way, KCB also has a legacy in golf. And I think maybe at some point we might mention one or two about it. But definitely good to have you back, Kavisi, together with your navigator, Absalom. Now, the last question from me. Tinashe, this is a highly male-dominated sport. Now, how does it feel to compete against the top drivers? And how do you get your inspiration to keep on doing better? Considering, of course, you're sitting next to Mom in the car.
It is an extremely male-dominated sport, but once you get in the car, that essentially disappears. Because once you get in the car, you're all essentially on the same playing field. And the men have been very accommodating. They're there to help. So you don't even feel like you're being like set aside or anything. And sitting next to Mom, gaining from her experience has been amazing. Getting to tell her what to do has been a very nice experience. And with Dad, as the manager, getting the car ready and knowing that I can trust everyone around me, that's really good.
Well done. Please, makofi to all the drivers. Thank you so much. Just before you go, I'd like to open the floor for one question from anybody in the, within our sitting area here. One question. Anybody might have one question, then we can wrap this up. Ama mmetosheka? You're happy? Kazi kwao? All right, we have a question? No? Okay. Please, I'll ask you to head back to your seats. Thank you so much and wish you guys all the best as you prepare for this year's WRC Safari Rally.
Yes, Joe Mike.
Okay, just to remind you, KCB is also a very, very big
has a very big digital component, and we are streaming live. So we would easily say this is a global event. Correct, Rosalind? Yes, because that's how KCB does it. We don't joke around. All right, never ever. We do it right. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this time, and it's time to hear from the man steering the KCB to greater heights. Please welcome to the podium the KCB Group CEO, Paul Russo, as he shares his vision for the future of KCB's involvement in motorsport and the continued support of our incredible drivers. Karibu sana. This theme song was for you, Bonasi. Tuliambia uta dance.
Eddie, save your energy for the real event. Eh? Thank you, Eddie. Truly grateful to have you here. The CS for Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports, Honorable Salim Vuria, Engineer Peter Toom, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Sports, Charles Gasheru, WRC Safari Rally CEO, Motorsports Federation officials. I've seen Maina Muture. Thank you for joining us. WRC Safari Rally officials present. Partners, my friend James Moria had a meeting and he just had to leave. Our colleagues present, and I'll introduce a few of them shortly. The drivers and navigators, rally fans, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I must warn you that I've been told in 2025 I must read speeches because the last 2.5 years I've been CEO. I've been talking off the cuff. It's an honor to welcome you this morning, not just for the launch of the 2025 Safari Rally, but also welcome you to KenCom, the true home of heritage for KCB. There is no better place to launch 2025 WRC Safari Rally than at the heart of Nairobi City and also at the heart of KenCom and the heart of KCB. This is London for some banks. This is South Africa for some banks. We don't go anywhere for another approval. Yes, we make the decisions here. So please welcome to London and South Africa of many other people. That's the beauty of 1896, starting from Zanzibar. So you want a quick decision in banking? It's KenCom. You want a big new decision on partnership? We do not write an email to somewhere else. I digress. We've got a number of colleagues that are in the house. I'll try and pick out a number of them. If I forget to mention you, please pardon me. As here's what people forget is this brand called KCB has 12,500 staff behind it. The success of KCB brand is not Paul Russo, it's not Anastasia that have been mentioned. We've got a regional powerhouse of 12,500 staff and in 7 countries. So that is why the Africa champion says when he goes to Rwanda, there is a whole army of KCB that supports him. When he goes to Burundi, there is a whole army of KCB. We don't transport anyone. When he goes to Uganda, he's at home. So if you want Eastern Africa, and you want East Africa, this is the only entity, I can tell you. And I'm okay to brag this morning. When there was the interparliamentary for East Africa competition in Mombasa, we were the only brand that every MP there could identify with. So remain calm, you're in safe hands. So the colleagues that I see around, I see Anastasia Kimtai, obviously you've seen, the MD for KCB Bank Kenya. Thank you, Anastasia. And in no particular order, I see Peter Njuguna, is our treasurer for Kenya. So we don't have shortage of dollars. If you're looking to support your people, talk to Peter Njuguna. I can see Agri Mulumbi. You want to insure your cars, you want to insure your cameras. Agri Mulumbi is our managing director for the insurance. We are also very serious in controls and audit. I can see Andrew Lucero is our group audit director. Next to Andrew, I can see Anthony Mulisa. You want to change Rwandese francs to Kenya shillings. He's our group treasurer. Thank you. Next to Andrew, I can see our MD for KCB Asset Management, Victor Odendo. You want to invest in money market funds. You want asset wealth management. Don't go far. The money in Specs can take care of you. I don't know Job. I call him Njuruncheke, Job Jiru. I'm not sure if have you retired? He's a retired rally driver, but he's also our customer experience director. So we play hard, we make a lot of money, but we're also members of the core. We are very serious in risk management. This entity and the event that we have has a lot of risk. Our group chief risk officer is in the house. Faith Basie. So Faith, if you see I'm increasing the risks of the bank, you just tell me to. Right? Next to Faith is a man who was our group audit director. We've tried to change him. He's now a group shared services director to Meshindwa. He's even coming here in suits. Yeah, thank you, Charles Langat. We truly appreciate you. I hope to see you one day without suits. CS, when I talk about the 12,500 colleagues, the group HR director, Jafet Achola, make sure those guys are happy. And when we do well, he's the one we beg to pay us bonuses. Thank you, Jafet, for being here. I'm surprised you're in suits today. So it seems Charles is teaching you bad manners. Next to Jafet is our general counsel. If you try and sue me, Boni Okumu will come for you. The Mr. Moneyman, James Mugo, always smiling, is our finance director for KCB Kenya. Thank you, James, for all that you're doing. I see Peter Ngeno, who leads executive banking, or executive relationship management. I see Fred. I think everything that we bought here, Fred is our lead in procurement. Thank you for making it happen. And I see Oscar Obuna. I still have good eyes. Oscar leads our credit recoveries team. Thank you, Oscar. I see the marketing team. I'll save time. Thank you guys for all that you've done. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so that's now the London of Nairobi. CS, PS, and all the officials that are here, thank you for being here with us today. We really appreciate your resolve to lift sports across the disciplines. And I can assure you of KCB's commitment. As you heard PS earlier on, we're not just in rally. Yeah, our football team will deal with us KFC on Saturday. And Charles, you are conflicted. I don't even know why we give you space to talk. Our rugby team, I think we spoke about the Africa champions of volleyball, our ladies volleyball team. But there's always a team that is forgotten, the chess team, which are the leaders not only in Kenya, but across the region and Africa. And chess master plays for KCB chess team. So I think we sometimes forget that team. Where's the chess master? I'm told he's around. Where's the chess master? Yeah, so thank you. I think he must have gone to have good, gentlemen. Thank you. At KCB, we take great pride in being part of the region's motorsport. As CS from 2003, when we first sponsored the Safari Rally. We're very glad to be been part of this transformational journey that led to the Kenya's return to the top of the global motoring space. Since then, CS, when we lost WRC, we kept that gap as KCB with the Kenya National Rally Championship. As I said last year, in the same platform, I look forward that the day that we get that right again. We are very sure that we'll continue to support the National Rally Championship and autocross when we get everything right. Today marks the announcement of a new chapter in our history and reiterates our commitment in supporting sporting talent in the region. I think I've just talked about the different teams that we support. And ladies and gentlemen, as you've heard earlier on, KCB has spent 2 billion Kenya shillings in sports in the last 20 years. It gives me great pride, ladies and gentlemen, to say that that money has not only gone to grow sports in the region, but has actually strengthened our brand in the region. In this year, CS, we are announcing a renewed sponsorship towards 2025 WRC Safari Rally. The bank has put aside Kenya shillings 209 million towards this. I thought you'll clap for that. Of this, 100 million will go directly to WRC Safari Rally, while the balance will go towards brand activation, and you must have seen Revisha na KCB, as you also ROA. 23 million will go directly to support the 4 local drivers that you've seen. Karan Patel, who is the Africa champion, Nikhil Sachania. And when I talk about this being London, Nikhil, I hope you agree. We didn't take time to confirm that we will sort out the car. I think we made that decision when we were still in Naivasha. And we were just 3, 4, 5 people. Yeah, so there are examples here. And I really look forward to seeing you in that car, but as well as, for us to continue the journey together. Tinashe Gatimu, I think green will look good on you. I believe green will look good on you. I saw you in the videos in blue. They are not looking good. So welcome to the awesome world of green. And I'm really looking forward to, you working with the KCB team and driving the journey that the team have talked about. Thank you to Mom and Dad. It's good that you are here. Many a times people don't remember the force behind them, but at least she was here and mentioned yourselves. Thank you for creating that. Evans Kavisi, welcome back. I think you must have drawn, I thought you went to draw affordable housing when you took the break. But Evans, welcome back. We have East Africa Golf Tour, sponsored by KCB. It starts this Saturday at Royal. Peter Maura can get you a slot. You can be the East African Golf Tour champion. But welcome back, Evans, on a light note. Great to have you back, and we truly appreciate it. The sponsorship actually further cements our commitment towards sport, but we are a great partner of government, and we don't apologize for that. The government owns only 19% of KCB, but we've built a very strong partnership. You talk about heritage, national heritage, you can't leave KCB out of it. And therefore, if we're talking about heritage, KCB must remain on the table. And if we're going to have the only rally in Africa, in Kenya, where it is London for KCB, then we must be at the forefront. Fighting for the brand Kenya and fighting for brand KCB is one and the same thing. And let me help you understand. When Moody's downgrades Kenya, automatically they downgrade KCB. When they upgrade Kenya, they automatically upgrade KCB, because we share the sovereign risk. So if we share the sovereign risk, I must work to make sure Kenya is better for the rating of KCB to be better. Because sometimes people ask me, Paul, why do we share sovereign risk? So I must work with CS and PS to make sure that the risk is lowered for KCB rating to be also up. And I hope that just clarifies why sometimes you see us, joined in the hip. It's very important, and that rating is very important for all of us. It's in our DNA to make sure that people and planet and profits go together. And I think Charles mentioned something about our sustainability. If you come to every single role we play in WRC, sustainability is at the core of it. And we will continue to work with yourselves to make sure that we've integrated ESGs in everything that we do in WRC. And we had adopted SDG 13 on climate action, and we've allocated 1 million shillings to prioritize environmental conservation through tree planting and targeting 300 trees just for this particular event. On a social pillar, we will be keen to ensure that safety of spectators and drivers and empower small businesses and youth and women. Our choice of drivers, as well as the vendor supporting the event, has made considerations of diversity and inclusion. To appreciate our customers, as Roselyn said, and Eddie also mentioned, Revision KCB promotion is going to reward our customers, and there's nothing more important, I think, in Kenya than land. Proti mafuta, so the price, main price, Eddie, ni proti. We acknowledge the support of the government of Kenya and really applaud them for the continued leadership and dedication towards ensuring Safari Rally remains a world-class event. I think every single time, Charles and CS, we fight for the next event. We're actually not fighting for WRC, in my view, for 2025. Delivering a superb 2025 guarantees us the next event. I kind of think 2025 is in the back, but executing 2025 becomes more important in terms of retaining that opportunity. I thank all of you, and I'm confident this year will be a success. I believe we have an amazing team across KCB that is fully behind this event. You can be assured the leadership that I've mentioned that are here are fully supportive of that team to ensure that we deliver. And that we will remain not only a true regional financial powerhouse, but the only and undisputed regional sports powerhouse. As I close, I thank you and truly appreciate. Some of you might have come to downtown for the first time. Welcome to our world. And you can see there is no problem, isn't it? So maybe some things you read, you just need to come. And some of you might be like tourists on this side of the world. On that light note, allow me to humbly invite the PS for sports to make his remarks. God bless you and all the best.
Thank you very much, my friend Paul, for those very nice words. Honorable Cabinet Secretary Salim Vuria, Mr. Paul Russo, who has just addressed us here, the Group CEO, KCB, the representative of His Excellency, the Governor, present here today, the team from KCB leadership present here today. I can see Anastasia. I can see Madam Rosalind, and the rest of you have been introduced. Bwana Charles Gasheru, the CEO, Safari Rally. The government officials present here, led by my SA, Mr. Choki. The rally drivers that we've engaged this morning, Waziri, and you've seen they are raring to go. I don't know whether they are roaring or they are raring to go, whichever is applicable at this particular moment. The Safari Rally officials present, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Waziri, this gives me a great pleasure. This is the second time I'm standing here to launch the Safari Rally officially. Last time when I came here, I just moved from health, and it was quite a spectacle, from health to sports. And I remember mentioning that time and saying it was a privilege for me to come into the field of sports. And I want to begin by just quoting a saying by one of the legendary 5-time Formula One world champion, who said, to finish fast, you must first finish. And I think when we had the engagement with the drivers, the rally drivers who sat here, most of them were talking about finishing. And I think Eddie made reference to the same, that you must, for you to finish fast, you must first finish. And I think this quote, speaks to endurance, strategy, precision, qualities that define the WRC Safari Rally as the toughest test of man and machine. And I think that is why sometimes when you realize that you are not up to the task, then you end up coming to golf, where the likes of us take refuge, so that when people speak about rallying, they speak about football, we also come in and say, I'm a golfer in my own right. And yet, 90% of the time, you're just walking and swinging, right? Of course, with due respect to the golfers present in the house. So it gives me pleasure to join you this morning for the launch of the KCB WRC Safari Rally sponsorship. This event is a highlight on our national calendar, uniting Kenyans and reinforcing our global sporting reputation. I want to acknowledge the sponsors present here, led, of course, by KCB, for their unwavering commitment to motorsport. With their enhanced sponsorship for this 2025 Safari Rally, KCB has once again demonstrated the crucial role the private sector is playing in this field, in advancing sports, specifically in Kenya. Their long-standing support has helped develop top rally drivers like, of course, Karan Patel and Nikhil. Waziri, I also want to mention that we are not only as government looking into WRC sporting activity. We are also into all the federations. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Maina Muturi here, who has kept KMSF together for this time, over a period of time. We sponsor, as government, football in this country. We do golf. We also sponsor WRC. And when we talk about sponsorship as government, it is not only sponsorship in terms of finances. And I want to reiterate here that when the drivers are organizing themselves, the way they spoke about their organization, what goes into the Safari Rally is more than that. We have to pay for, we have to pay for the event management as government. We have to prepare the roads. We have to hire where those roads are going to be prepared. We have to ensure that we have paid all the fees that are required for FIA and the rest of them. So when you put it in total, in terms of the kind of preparations that the government is footing financially, it's quite an enormous amount. In the year 2023, we spent over 1.5 billion. But when we came in, Waziri, what we realized is that we have to get value for our money. And as we speak now, and thank you, KCB, for this support, you've realized that the amount of money that is going to WRC has significantly dropped, courtesy of good governance that has been oversighted by government, and of course assisted by WRC Secretariat and KCB. And therefore then we must take into cognizance that the government, led by His Excellency the President, has put into consideration issues of getting value for money in every event that the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports is getting itself into. The other thing that was spoken about by the WRC CEO is the aspect of the fan experience and safety. When we are putting together or planning for this event, the 2025 edition, top in our planning was the issue of fan experience and safety. And when we were putting together the finances, you may have realized that we have put more money on the fan experience. And therefore, as a ministry, we must ensure that, number one, as we get the fun of the event, Kenyans must have a feel of the WRC. So as we celebrate the Safari Rally's continued success, it is crucial that governance within the Kenya Motorsport Federation, like I said, and the Safari Rally project remains beyond reproach. Accountability and transparency must be at the core of the event management, the rally being a national treasure and its growth depending on prudent financial management, fairness, and quick decision-making. This is the commitment that we have picked as government, and we are going to ensure that we stick to it. I want to urge the Federation and the project team to uphold these principles to maintain credibility and attract even more partners to invest in this prestigious event. I am sure it is because of this credibility building that now Paul and his team has come more heavily in the support. As I conclude, I want to invite all stakeholders to play their part in strengthening and elevating the Safari Rally. With integrity in governance, strategic partnerships, and a shared vision, we can secure its legacy for the generations to come. Because, Waziri, this was your event, and I don't want to take more time. Allow me to end there and invite you to come and give us your keynote address. Can we have a round of applause as we invite the CEO?
Thank you very much. Tunaweza kuketi. Asante sana. Engineer Peter Tum, the Principal Secretary in charge of sports, the KCB Group CEO, Paul Russo, and all the senior management of KCB, Anastasia Kimutai, who is also the MD KCB Kenya, the WRC Safari Rally Kenya CEO, Charles Gasheru, a representative of the county government of Nairobi, and also our rally drivers and navigators. And I was very happy to see you. Congratulations. It's very nice to see Tenasha and also the parents. Congratulations for your commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, the rally fans, I have seen they are also footballers in the midst, and other people who are also participating very well in sports. This is my first rally event with KCB, and therefore I take great pleasure, with a lot of respect, to be honored to be the one presiding this noble event. And basically what I'm doing here is an acceptance speech, because, you know, when KCB is giving the sponsorship, I have to lead government in accepting. You see, so I'm really honored to be here today as we also unveil, you know, the streaming of activities that are going to lead us to the rally on the 20th and the 23rd of March. And therefore, it is my pleasure on behalf of the government of Kenya to commend KCB for consistently being patriotic, you know, in an unwavering manner, you know, to support the rally and sports generally in our country. Their dedication and investments and their belief in sports to transform lives and communities has been appreciated. And I want to say that we appreciate as government, because through KCB, you create a formidable name and also inspire other private sector to support activities of sports in the country. KCB has played a pivotal role not only in inspiring the rally, but also in supporting the rally drivers here in Kenya. And therefore, we take note of your commitment, and as government, we will continue to partner with you so that we can realize the dreams of our country. His Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, has been very forthright in ensuring that he profiles and becomes the marketer #1 for our country as a prime destination for international events, but also as a strategic investment within the continent of Africa. This profiling is also evident because it is this profiling that has made Kenya to be the #1 safari rally organizer in the continent and also globally. And therefore, we don't take it for granted that KCB has convened us here today to make the announcement, you know, that they are going to be the #1 sponsor of the WRC Safari Rally here in Kenya. We take this with a lot of appreciation because we know apart from the WRC, Kenya is also going to be hosting CHAN in August, beginning the 1st to the 30th of August this year. And also Kenya is going to host the Africa Cup of Nations in 2027. And therefore, as we talk about Safari Rally in March, we also take cognizance that we will be inviting KCB and other partners to also participate in CHAN and AFCON as part of the private sector engagement. And therefore, in the very short time, I'll be engaging and calling a meeting where we can take you through the array of activities, both for CHAN and AFCON, and therefore you can decide how you are going to participate. But because KCB is taking a lead role, KCB is going to build a lot of confidence to other private sector players, you know, to continue supporting this event. Last year, I think the event was very legendary because this event was broadcast in more than 50,000 stations across the world, and a record 80 million people, you know, watched this event from different perspectives, physically and also through other platforms. And from what I have seen with the organizers this year is going to be spectacular. And that is why today is a very special day, because we are announcing to Kenya and the world that the World Rally Championship, Safari Rally Kenya, will be very exciting this year, And we want to rally everybody, all Kenyans and all our partners to rally behind supporting this event, because this event is not just a competition, but is an event that is actually a value chain. You know, there's a whole business ecosystem and a streaming of different value chains that inspire our economy and the business. If you look at the tourism sector, is a direct beneficiary, you know, of this event, but I also know that the Safari Rally will inspire equally other spheres of our economy, and that is why going forward, you know, we will be using our whole government approach also to mobilize other agencies, other ministries, so that we can make this event much more successful. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to underscore that the success of this event is very critical. And more importantly, I want to acknowledge the local drivers, because I think going forward as a ministry, we are looking forward to see how we can nurture motorsport talents in the country and also work around the issues of governance, because if we want to make this event more successful, we need to have institutions, you know, that are more transparent, are more accountable, and therefore we will be working around with the federations to see how we can strengthen their capacity of oversight, but also become more transparent as we mobilize resources across the board. Ladies and gentlemen, as Kenyans, I also want to acknowledge that this WRC and any other competition is enabled by a peaceful and a very stable environment. You know, in an environment of conflict, you cannot have these competitions. And therefore, I want to urge Kenyans to jealously guard our peace and tranquility, and also support His Excellency the President as he unites the country, because the project of uniting the country is a project which enables many spheres of our economy. And one example is this competition. It is enabled by an environment of peace. It is also enabled by an environment where there's great appreciation for all Kenyans. And that is why every time there are international events, Kenya becomes number one in terms of organizing. And therefore, even as we play around, as we also become responsible citizens in our democratic space, it is important to mention here that the peace and unit of our country is important to create this enabling environment that we can all realize our potential as rally drivers, as footballers, as volleyballers, and I had a high regard for golf, but I think my peers, I have high regard for all the sports. Even though PS was saying that sometimes people go there and they want to be golfers so they can pension something. You know, so I think it is important to say that as a ministry we will be moving forward to make sure that we harness the talents of our young people and all that are committed, you know, to inspire their talents. We will be on hand to work with you. And therefore, on behalf of the government of Kenya, I want to sincerely accept the sponsorship from KCB and also appreciate the investment that has been done over the years, and that this year is going to be very different. We have been on the ground, we have met the leaders, and I have emphasized that in all this process, we want a positive impact on the lives of Kenyans. And this impact should be felt in Naivasha, that impact should be felt in Nakuru, the positive impact should also be felt in Nairobi. And therefore, in all this chain, if there are opportunities for employment, for voluntarism, the young people have to be given a priority so that they can hone their skills, they can also build experience and earn income as we also celebrate a spectacular rally event in our country. With those many remarks, I want to thank you most sincerely. And I know I will be experiencing the Zoom in Aurora in the next few minutes because I think it is an important event. And Tenasha, you have really, you're really inspiring because, you know, people of your age, of your gender, some will look at this as a very difficult sport, and therefore you are a role model. And you inspire many young Kenyans in this. And I want to encourage you, this year, do your best because you are a very special person in our country. With those remarks, thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. I'll kindly request you, a chief guest to have a seat. But please, another round of applause for our chief guests as we build up slowly to the next part of the program. I'll kindly ask the stage to be set to remove the podium. And just to remind you, I'd like just to remind you that Revisha na KCB 2025 is running very well, and we remind you this is open to all who have accounts. All you need to just top up your KCB Gold Savings account and rev up your chances to win big. From school fees to diner vouchers, fuel, mbuzi, and the grand prize, as our GCEO told us, Maguta, kuna land ya vipingo, which will definitely be the grand prize for the eventual winner towards the end of the campaign. But for right now, I'd like to ask to the stage, once again, our chief guest, that is the CS in the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Creative Economy and Sports Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Salim Vuria. And I'll also ask the Group CEO, KCB, Mr. Paul Russo, to join us on the stage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, KCB has a very creative department, and we always like to look at these moments as moments that create memories to last. So I'll give a short brief to what our chief guests will need to do. We've got those two magnificent gadgets. For those who do not know, they're called steering wheels. They're found mostly in cars. And there is a key at the bottom. So, Bwana CS, I'll count you down. Bwana CEO tayari najua umepatiwa brief mzuri kabisa. Hawakupatia brief. Hey Rosalind, hawakupatia. But all you need to do at the countdown at 5 of them, all you need to do is just switch on the ignition, hold on to the steering wheels, and guide us through the 2025 Safari Rally. Are you ready? Muko tayari? Ladies and gentlemen, help me count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Twende kazi. The 20. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Asante sana. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause? We have officially Asante.
Asante. Thank you. Rally drivers ni wale. Makofi kwa tafadhali tena. We are now officially Revisha in the KCB 2025. And this is now the photo moment we've all been waiting for. We have the TTs and the motorbikes are all representing the various disciplines. Asante sana. Let's have a photo moment for the two chief guests right behind those devices. They have switched on and ignited the KCB Revisha. Now I'd like to welcome on stage for a photo opportunity the Director Marketing Communication, Rosaline Geshuro. Please join us. Managing Director KCB, Anastasia Kimtai, and KMSF President Maina Muturi to join us on stage, and also the CEO, Safari Rally Kenya, to join us for a photo moment. Please join us. Karibu sana. And also the PS. Clearly, Charles is a very happy man. This is a very big moment for Safari Rally. Right now, I'd like to welcome for the second part of the handing over of the checks. Can I have all the rally drivers and their navigators on stage? I know, as you've heard from the drivers speaking to us earlier on, it's always a privilege when you have a partner to help you attain or achieve in a sport that you're very passionate about. So please, once again, welcome to the stage Tosif Khan, navigator to Karan Patel, the Africa Rally champion, Nikhil Sachania and Deep Patel, Evans Kavisi and his navigator Absalom Aswani, and Tinashe Gatimu. I copy Ma'am Caroline Gatimu. Caroline, is she? Yes, she is here. All right, fantastic. Could we have? Yes. Tafadhali makofi yao, tafadhali. Well done to these partnership. Yes. And the check has been signed. Clearly, we are all excited for all of you.
All right, DJ. And now we've handed over the checks to these incredible KCB sponsored drivers. These champions, Asante Sana, CEO. Thank you very much, Rosalind. Anastasia, Asante Sana. Thank you very much. Ni wale tu. So these are the moments that we will be very proud of. A partnership that has seen all these individuals in front of us achieve their dreams, taking part in the globally renowned WRC Safari Rally. And as they say themselves, they are privileged and they feel the honor for this partnership. And as the group CEO said, they are a beacon to the unwavering commitment that the bank has in supporting the sport. Yes, please give them that round of applause. They deserve it. Well done. Okay, as we get close to the highlight, another highlight of One, two. Okay, what's going to happen at this moment? We'll have the it will be flagged off by the PS. Let's have the first right card. Sit. And we'll have the next car, Karan's Patel's car, that will have the Group CEO in the driver's seat. And it'll be flagged off by Rosalind Geshuru, the Director, KCB Group Director, Marketing and Communications.
Unaweza pata shot nyingine kwanza watu wako hapa. Kwa haya. Fungua. Fungua songa huko. Songa kabisa. Haya, chukua 3 niko na shot. Chukua 3. Copy. GoPro itawashwa. Hakuna yenye imewashwa. Kamau. Haya, natakupatia lowango. Chukua kendi. Spring imeenda. Sawa, niko. Kulia kendi niende chini.
And I can see the group CEO is ready to the KCB flag. Just about to flag off our gymnast in the Fred Fiesta halfway. Remember, this is a new entry by the Pizza Channel after a very tough safari rally last year. But right in front of us is the R3, one of the most sophisticated, advanced rally cars we have on the planet. And we are going to see some incredible driving from these drivers. And we will secure and give Patel all the best as they get ready for the 2025 WRC Safari Rally. And of course, for KCB as an official financial partner, nothing can go wrong. Definitely all in tip-top shape. So stand by. This will be the ceremonial flag off. Remember, we have the officials in March, starting from the 20th.
Starting from the 20th,
we'll be
having all the action in Nairobi and Naivasha, with the official flag off right just beside the county offices at the KICC. And we'll be also welcoming the rest of the world in the third round of the WRC Safari Rally Championship. Of course, Monte Carlo already completed. And we're just about to start with the countdown for 5. Somewhere good. 5, 4, 1. And go. Officially, media. Yes, DJ. And that is the Ford Fiesta R3, specially kitted for Nikhil Sachania. Remember, he's a paraplegic motorsportsman, the only who is competing at the level he's competing in. Up next, we do have Okay, up next we have the group CEO, I believe, should be wale hawezi kufikia ama kufikisha macho zao kwenye ceremonial flag off, we have all the action on the screen, on the big screen. You can also follow it from there. An opportunity for yourself to kujiona kwa TV. All right, we get to the countdown now. We have the PS in the State Department for Sport, Engineer Peter Tom. We're going to do a 5 count. All right, the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, and off we go. The PS Engineer Peter Tom. Of course, we'd like to see what's happening on the road. We have the Invo 10 from Karan team, and of course the Ford Fiesta from Nikhil on the streets right now. The fast car, the Ford with our chief guest, Bonasies, Honorable Zimvuria. Look at that view. They are going to make a quick turn at the roundabout and make their way back. Remember now we are officially active for the 2025 WRC Safari Rally with SB as the official financial partner. Chief guest, Bwana
right. Let's find out what Waziri thinks about this experience. Naonekana bwana waziri amekatalia kwa gari. All right, now bwana waziri, I don't know, maybe a word or two from you. Bwana waziri. Bwana waziri. This is an experience I've not had before, but I want to say that it is very, very good experience. It's very spectacular. Good experience. It's very spectacular. Very talented. It was very nice. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted. It was very nice. Kenyans to come in large numbers and watch our rally drivers 20th of March to 23rd of March. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Pure makofi bwana waziri kwa of course it's an experience.
For the first time I went twice, and it was like all eternity. The roundabout, you could feel your heart is coming out. Let's mingle, enjoy, network, get those, networking contacts together. This is also an opportunity to meet new friends within this space. It's a great and a big family, and we thank you for being part of this historic moment. So if you are traveling, either back to your office, back home, or leaving the Nairobi county from your travel, please travel safe and see you on the 20th of the month of March as we flag off the 2026 WRC Safari Rally. Asante sana, and have yourselves a fantastic day. Wait for the CS. Wait.